So the quadratic equation x squared minus 6x equals 12 is rewritten in the form x plus p squared equals q, where q is a constant. What is the value of p? One of my frustrations when it comes to the New York State Regents exam is that sometimes they try to embed several different ideas into the same question. And so we don't always get a good idea of what skill they're checking for. In this case, what they really want to know is, can you complete the square? And they throw all these different letters into this problem to make sure that you can't just use a calculator to figure out the answer. So that's what's really going on. So what we really want to do, take the x squared minus 6x equals 12 and rewrite it so that the thing on the left is a perfect square trinomial. So when we talk about a perfect square trinomial, what we're really suggesting is that what we have inside parentheses is the same. So x plus 2 squared is x plus 2 times x plus 2. When I distribute this, I get x squared plus 4x plus 4. So that is a perfect square trinomial. So how do we build what goes in parentheses for a perfect square trinomial? That's what you're trying to do. So what I'm really looking at is the term in the middle. So in this case, I care about this negative 6. That's what matters to me. So what I want to do, I'll grab my highlighter, I think that might do better, is steal that negative 6 and divide it by 2. So negative 6 divided by 2 equals negative 3. So when I write my parentheses in the next line, I do x minus 3. So x minus 3 quantity squared. Now, here's what's really happening though. If I distribute this, I say x times x is x squared, x times negative 3 is negative 3x, negative 3 times x is negative 3x, and that's where I get x squared minus 6x back. But eventually at the end, you see how over here we multiplied 2 times 2 to get 4. If we write this twice, we're going to multiply 3 times 3 and get 9. So if I replace x squared minus 6x with x minus 3 squared, what I'm really doing is adding 9 to this side of the equation. So equals 12. To be mathematically correct, I have to add 9 over there as well. So then when I go through and I clean this up, I have x minus 3 quantity squared equals 21. And now when we look at what we're trying to do, x is just x, but plus p, we're adding a negative 3. So in this case, p equals negative 3. And q in this case is 21. So this problem didn't actually ask for the value of q. They just ask us to determine the value of p. And that's why the answer to this question is choice 3? And the answer is negative 3. So that one a little bit more involved than we wanted to be in the very beginning, but that's why I took the time to sneak in another quick video. And I would say worry less about this particular problem because there's a lot of skills that we're going to be working on in the future, which by the time we get to the exam, you'll have seen a lot more problems like this and it won't be nearly as big a deal.